Hi, everyone. Um, Thank you for being here. This is the sugar webinar, and we are going to discuss confusion in the food industry. Um, what kind of sugar can I use? I have asked that many times in the past. As you know, I've been from a meat eating to 29 years vegetarian diet to a raw food diet to fruitarianism, and then I was diagnosed with fourth stage breast cancer, refused chemotherapy and radiation, healed myself, um, and then I tried uh, not eating and drinking for 3.5 days. This is not something I would recommend though. But we're here now to talk about sugar and the confusion that is here in deciding what kind of sugar is best for us to use to support the body. So let's look at some definitions first. What is sugar? According to the Word Web, it's an essential structural component of living cells and source of energy for animals. Includes simple sugars with small molecules as well as macromolecular substances, classified according to the number of monosaccharide groups they contain. Um, let's use this for the moment. We can expand this later on. So, what we want to discuss here is what is the problem? Why are we confused? This confusion is driving people to towards fear and cravings and stuff like that. You know, um, especially in it starts from confusion and then it becomes doubt. And then, um, because we doubt something, we start fearing eating some um, sweeteners, and then we start judging them. So, this is the problem. Uh, the problem is that there are so many judgments out there in the media saying it is good or it is bad. Is it is positive, it is negative, and this is causing a rift. This is causing a split within ourselves, within our mind, and so we don't know anymore where we stand. But here, I would like to remind everyone, sugar is a part of life. It is part of the whole that is life. And so judgment is really unnecessary. We can regulate the use of it using available methods of blood sugar analysis. Whatever you use is up to you. I am using a blood sugar monitor, and here is Leon. He's my husband, and say hello. And he's also doing what I'm doing. But of course, this is not long term. I would like to find out um, which food items I can use that can support the body. And so I advise for people to use it within a specified period of time where the body doesn't get abused for um, making um, for draw for drawing blood by drawing blood because the body has its own use of blood. So, Leon,
Yes. I, I didn't never really realized how many dimensions that sugar has, but when I started doing research on all of the types of sugar and both the benefits and the cons of sugar, I realized that, it is a point where I have to kind of take responsibility from the perspective of knowing how sugar impacts me on a physical level when it comes to eating sugar or consuming sugar. So, you know, and it's still an ongoing research as far as you know, the effects of how my body reacts to sugar on various levels. And so, um, yeah, that's basically all that I have to say about
All right. So um, let's look at the conflicting information out there, or what I refer to as good and bad. So when you see something, you do not really look at it as what it is when it is defined within bias. It's it's like, is it good or is it bad? You're always on doubt. So, and these are the things in the media that is there, that it impulse our internal view of ourselves, and we will discuss the mind part of it later on. So stevia, okay. This stevia is a plant that is being marketed, and it has a lot of um, nutrition in terms of um, a sweetener that is naturally low in calories and does not raise your blood sugar level. I have tested it in my blood using my blood sugar monitor, and um, it does not cause a blood sugar spike. And so I can say that stevia is one of the sugars that I personally tested. So, but with with this with this allergic reaction being also published in the media, um, it, you kind of look at what it is that you can do to sort of um, um, sweeten the food, because if stevia has allergic reactions, for example, which we cannot test really, so then you're in confusion. Now, in some cases, stevia can cause severe allergic reactions called anaphylaxis, but this is a relatively rare occurrence. So, according to the New Health Guide website, however, those with pre-existing allergies to chrysanthemums, marigolds, ragweed, or daisies are at greater risk of a stevia reaction. So, and also it's impulsing our fear of disease and fear of death. So, we are going to talk about how we can deal with this um, sugar mind patterns with regards to fearing um, diseases and death and stuff like that, which makes us choose from that starting point what we will use in terms of sweetener. So, of course, fructose, there's also one for honey. But here, even vegetables, fruits, and nuts, uh, I found out have sugar. And I was like surprised. So, Apples, of course, it's got one large apple has 31 grams of carbohydrates, 100 grams of cashew nuts, which I use a lot in my raw food preparations, has got 33 grams of carbohydrates. And I didn't even expect this, but one bunch of spinach has 12 grams of carbohydrates. And I also use that in my raw food preparations before. Um, so one large banana has got 31 grams of carbohydrates. Now, if on top of this we will consume more sugar, then we will have a lot. Now, so this um, this particular confusion that we have also has a consequence also in the culinary world, and so they're trying to cater to our desires and whatever else we don't like to have in terms of sweetener. And when we go to a restaurant, they kind of ask you, or you ask them, do you have this kind of sweetener? And so, um, if we keep satisfying our desires, it will be impulsed by the media to sell us something that will create money for the business. And if we are in the business also, which will go over um, in another webinar. This will be cool from what sugar is to the marketing of sugar and to the food industry and the health industry. We're going to go over it, all those. And if we are in the business, like I am a health coach, now we are also in business. And so how is this affecting my business as a health coach? So also going to look at that. How is it affecting my marketing strategies, my sales strategies, and stuff like that. So, um, because this is all about problems and solutions, so here's the solution. What I did is um, I logged my daily food and weight in the beginning, and then now what I'm doing is I'm I have a log of my blood sugar level and the food I eat. And recently, I have actually um, um, regulated my food preparation in a way that I can see that it will be assisting my blood sugar level. And so I got a 98, 96, and 98 reading for 3 days. And everything that I will, um, everything that will explain how the how I did that will be in our upcoming ebook, which is the 21 day sugar investigation, and the buds of life recipes, which is also part of our 21 day investigation. This is our website, sugarlog.budsoflife.org. That's for the loggers. And here's our Facebook page, Sugar Log. If you search for that in Facebook, you will get into it. And so, thank you for you being here. I would like to be part of the question and answer tomorrow, Saturday, be in the conference